Hey guys, it's Grimsby and welcome back to episode 11 of my Manchester City career. Now today's episode, we've got the rest of the January transfer window to try and get through. We probably won't manage to get through all of it, to be honest. There's a lot of games to play within this month, so we're going to hopefully try and play as many games as possible. Game against Grimsby to play, which obviously isn't the biggest game. We should be able to win that one hopefully in the Cup, but we do have the Manchester Derby in the semi-final to play the first leg of the semi-final of the Carabao Cup, and then a different competition, the Premier League, to play against Liverpool. So some big games actually in today's episode. Looking forward to it. I don't reckon we'll sign any new players. We have about £8 million I think to spend, but I don't think we will bring anybody else in. Happy with the two signings that we made last episode. Before we go any further though, if we could try and hit 75 likes on today's episode, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. Let's crack on with things. Let's see a few days up until the Grimsby game. Okay, so onto this game against Grimsby, this is the team going to go with a 3-4-3 formation. Edison starts in goal. Company, Tosin and Stones at the back. We've got Cal Walker, Kovacic, Gracia, our youngster, and Tellez, our new signing, also starting. We've got Leo, Jesus and Mahrez as our front three. So obviously some change to the team. Game against United in a few days' time we have to also think about. We have made some change to the side. Laporte on the bench, Gundogan, Jorginho, Diaz, Bernardo, Foden and Aguero all on the bench. So plenty of options there for us if we need them. Let's go on the game. Let's try and get through into the next round. Okay, let's come on this game against Grimsby Town at the Etihad Stadium. Can we get ourselves a victory? We certainly should, but that's not always the case. Let's see how we get on. We'll be playing a 4-4-2 formation here, I think. Leo looks to try and get across into the middle. Good chance was here early on. Oh, it's a goal. And the goalkeeper should probably do a little bit better there. Is it Riyad Mahrez who gets the header? I think it is. It looks like it was anyway. Yes, it is. Need to change his number and also need to change a couple of other players' numbers as well in this episode. There's a really good ball in here from Leo. It's a great start to this game as well. Pretty simple header. Standard sort of header to be saved as well, but the goalkeeper can't save it and it goes to the back of the net. It's 1-0 and we take the lead very early on. Oh no, don't do that. That was not supposed to go to their guy in the box. That was supposed to be cleared by Vincent Kompany. Gave them the ball on the plate here and they've won themselves a corner from the resulting shots. Let's try and clear that one away, please. Thank you very much. No. Grimsby have equalised. That's come from nothing and it's come from us giving them the ball. It's really necessary. It's really bad pass from the back. And they've just taken a shot, taken a touch and then had a shot from this. Really frustrating. Company just gives it to one of our players in midfield and then he just passes it straight to them. It's really poor. The finish is decent, but it shouldn't happen. It's 1-1 and out of nowhere Grimsby have equalised. Yeah, let's just focus on getting a second now. No. He scored in the exact same corner again. Look, it was given us a foul, I think, in the build-up to that. Crazy stuff. 5 minutes before half-time. It's a bit of a weird game. I don't even know how to describe it. Chance just goes over the bar and it's out for a corner. Actually must have taken a deflection. We're on the ropes at the moment and it's all down to our passing. Our passing is useless all of a sudden. It's very bizarre. Players are running away from each other, which isn't helping and it's making them passing more difficult. But yeah, it seems to be a lot of issues that have just cropped up out of nowhere for some reason. We started off this game perfectly with the goal. We actually played some good stuff as well, but then we just seem to lose it. What a pass that is. He's through, has to be. It's off the post and in. That's brilliant football. Very intricate football as well. Leo's done it. He's got us the goal to put us back in front on the stroke of half-time. Fantastic play. It's come out of nowhere really for us here. A few passes on the edge of the box. Leo makes a great run. He's then found with the pass. Look at this from Kovacic into Jesus, who finds a lovely little pass through the defence. Slots at home, 2-1. It's half-time, still win the game 2-1. Let's go in the second half straight away. Let's try and increase the scoreline if we can, because we need to really be stretching Grimsby to a much larger scoreline than 2-1. Kyle Walker running forward, great touch from him. Looks for a cutback, has to be. Oh my days, how's that been saved by the goalkeeper? Great play, found a way through with some great passing. Unfortunately, the goalkeeper got something to it, and was still trying to create something here, but cleared. Gracia looking for Kyle Walker, trying the overlap here. Kyle Walker go for a cross into that post for Mahrez on the volley, hits the post. Still searching for the third goal. We're not going to get it at the moment. And we've got to wait. It's Gracia wins it back. A chance here for Leo on his left foot. It's another save. And with 15 minutes to go, we've yet to get that third goal. We could do the 2-goal advantage. As much as we have controlled the second half from start to finish at the moment, we've yet to get that third, which we need in case they do this. What a save. Followed up and luckily dragged totally wide anyway. And Grimsby there causing us an issue with their only chance in the second half so far. thought that equalised. They still might if you don't clear it properly here. And it's a shot that's easily saved. Okay, all three changes. Foden and Diaz come on. They were supposed to get a lot longer than 5 minutes. But we've not really been in a good enough position to warrant those changes. So we've made them now anyway. We've got Jorginho also coming on as well. Kovacic, Mahrez and Gracia come off. Leo moves over to the left-hand side. We go with that for the final 5 minutes. Still at 2-1 though. And I'm not happy we've not got the third goal. Very disappointing that we've not managed to get it against the Grimsby team, which he should walk all over. That's it, full time. We're into the next round. 2-1 victory. I'm disappointed with the scoreline, but we are through. We could have quite clearly done much better with that, and we should have done much better. Despite how many changes we made to the team, we still should really have scored more goals. Second half was total dominance, really, from us, as you'd expect, really, through the whole game. But unfortunately, wasn't the case for some of the first half. But like I say, we're through. That's the most important thing. Big game against United now to think about. But first, some play drills for our usual youngsters. Not going to change them out at the moment. But Phil Foden does go up to 76 overall, which is fantastic. Continue his growth. And we will see some movement on the other guys' stats, I think, over the next couple of weeks. Transfer in here for David Silva from Liverpool, £60.2 million. Okay, £60 million for a 31-year-old. That is a big offer. They're saying his market value should be between 61 and 89.6. So actually, he's probably worth a little bit more than that. But I'm even interested in getting rid of him. It's David Silva. He's obviously a massive part of this club, but he is getting older. And do you just accept the cash whilst you can before it starts going down overall? This is the sort of moment where I need to do a poll, but it's going to be too late because we're going to have had to have come back with some sort of response before the end of the episode, really. Okay, so I've decided what we're going to do is we're going to ask for a larger chunk of money. If they accept it, then we'll just go ahead with it. We're going to ask for £85 million. I don't think you can really say £85 million is a bad amount for a 31-year-old. So we're going to ask for 85, see what Liverpool say. It might just totally put them off. I guess we'll wait and see. 60.2, £84 million. Let's see what they say to that. No, I don't think we're going to get very far with this deal anyway. £60 million is tempting, but I still just feel his market value is higher than that. Quite considerably higher than that as well. So I think what I'm saying now is that I probably wouldn't go any lower than 80. And Liverpool aren't interested at that amount, which is fine. So that still stays. Okay, so the game that was due to play against Liverpool in today's episode has been pushed back a little bit, so we're going to play Newcastle instead if we get to that position in today's episode. But first of all, the first leg of the Man United game in the Carabao Cup semi-finals, big Manchester derby in the semi-finals, and now we've got to decide on what team we're putting out. Okay, let's go with this game against Man United. This is the team I'm going to go with. I'm going to match their 4-3-3 formation, which they're going to go with as well. We'll put Edison in goal, Kyle Walker, Boateng, Laporte and Telles in defence, Fernandinho, De Bruyne and David Silva in midfield, Sterling, Aguero, Sané as our front three. The team kind of writes itself, to be honest. Company on the bench, Mendy, Gundogan, Jorginho, Bernardo, Mahrez and Jesus on there. Let's go with things. Let's try and beat United in a big Manchester derby. Also got to think about it being the first leg of 2 as well, so it's only technically half a fixture here. But still an important one that we have to try and win. We are at home, so let's try and make sure we keep a clean sheet. Okay, here we go for this big game against Manchester United. Let's see who comes out on top in this first leg. Like I said before, got to make sure they don't concede in this game, so obviously away goals will count for something. And let's just try and keep a clean sheet and score a few at the other end. That's the ideal combination. We've certainly got to play better and create more chances than we did against Grimsby, though. It wasn't a good sign, despite the change that we did make to that team. Go on, Kyle Walker. Great run. Can we get some bodies into the middle? David Silva, can he find Sané? Oh, we tried to, but David De Gea punches away. That would have been a great goal as well. Fantastic run from Leroy Sané. Just gambles at the back post. Unfortunately beaten to it. Oh, lovely flick from Aguero. And here we go, it's Kyle Walker, he scores off the bar and in, 1-0, we've opened the scoring 11 minutes into this game, and it's Kyle Walker with a fantastic strike, runs forward again, he's been lively in this early sort of 12 minutes that we've played of the game, he's come forward a few times, and this time it's a fantastic flip from Aguero to play him in, great touch, and finds the finish as well, what a strike from the right back. And contributes himself a goal in this cup fixture and puts us in front. Great start to this match. Exactly what we had to do. Get that early goal. And now we've got to make sure that we get a couple more. De Bruyne over to Raheem Sterling. Can he find the cross into Leroy Sané? He can. Sané back across to try and find David Silva. And surely Eric Bailly beat him to it. Yes, he did. Out for a corner. De Bruyne plays it short. Sterling looks for that delivery as David Silva fell over. And it was cleared away. Corner to defend here. Pogba will deliver. And, I mean, well, you don't get much easier than that. Can we get a counter-attack going as well? Leroy Sané trying to get away from Daley Blind. He should do that pretty easily, but he's finding it a little bit more difficult than he should. Running into the right-hand corner now. Still going here. Leroy Sané Can he hold this one up for somebody else? Chance for Sterling, who loses it. Can we have that? No. It's offside. No. Well played, Boateng. Wow, could have quite easily been an own goal, but luckily saved by Edison. Kyle Walker stretching him again. Sterling, can he pick out Kyle Walker again? Intercepted, and De Gea got there and rebounds off their defender and out for a corner. A little bit all over the place is their defence at the moment, so we're going to hope to try and capitalise on that here. Sterling goes... no, that didn't work. It's half-time, winning the game 1-0. Fantastic to be in front. We've not really looked like conceding either, which is even better for us. And we are obviously in the lead by a goal to nil, but we do need to try and extend that lead if we can. United yet to have a shot. We've had one shot, but it wasn't even on target. And 61% possession. So we've dominated that side of things. But actually a lack of shots has surprised me a little bit here. Kyle Walker's being the only one, apparently. No. How's that happened? United have one shot on this score, and they've equalised 4 minutes into the second half. It's obviously not deserved. Let's just move on. They've got themselves an away goal as well, which isn't good. It's literally come from one bad pass in our own attack as well. That seems to be the thing with us. We seem to give away the goals to the opposition often. It's just the way that we try and play obviously from the back, and we try and play more intricate football. It was just a bad pass in this sort of position that gave them that goal. David Silva. Over to Sané. Go on. What a save. Wow. David Silva running into the box. Has to be a goal. Please. Thank you. 2-1. Just 5 minutes later, we're back in front. David Silva with a great goal as well. Slips under David De Gea, I think, there. It's difficult to tell exactly what he did, but I think he slipped it underneath him. He goes in anyway. That's the most important thing. And we're now 2-1 in front. And we've had a couple of shots in the first 10 minutes of the second half. Those 2 shots being more than the whole of the first half. Aguero turning his man, shooting, scoring, 3-1. Easy as that. Thank you very much. 30 minutes left of this game, and we've got ourselves a 2-goal advantage that we couldn't get against Grimsby, but we've got it against United here, and that extends our lead a little bit further. No. Jesus Christ, this is becoming a common thing now, where Jesse Lingard goes through and has a shot. Go on, Sterling, you've got to beat Daley Blind. Come on, embarrass him, please. Thank you very much. Let's go. Come on. Ugh, that's just terrible. Fernandinho into De Bruyne, Aguero, turns, shoots, saves, Sterling, blocked. Come on. De Bruyne plays it short, Sterling, let's go for a fake shot and then cross. A good ball in as well, but no one's positioned correctly. Fernandinho will hit it. Wow, thought that got in. What a save, David De Gea once again. Okay, all 3 changes. Going to bring up Bernardo, Mahrez and Jorginho. David Silva, De Bruyne and Sané come off and get a bit of a rest here. We're only 6 minutes left of the game, so there's not that much of a rest, but finally the ball's gone out, so we can make those changes. No, what a block that is. No, what a save, Edison. We nearly gave it to them on a plate there for them to be back in this tie. David De Gea comes up for the final minute here, and maybe the final corner and chance for United. Let's get it away, let's get a goal. Come on, Mahrez, chase that one down. How is David De Gea faster than Mahrez? What's going on there? I almost want to give them another corner. Come on. Oh, no. No, no. 3-2. United have got another one back. They've just thrown everyone forward late on and they've just grabbed themselves a goal, which puts them in a better position now going into the second leg. And it's now 3-2. That's 2 away goals for them as well. And it's almost not much of an advantage really for us at this point. Got to score some goals in that second leg. Transfer offer in here for Benjamin Mendy. It's a loan offer. I'm sure I've had a loan offer before for him, and I'm pretty sure I rejected it back then. I'm going to do the exact same here from Eba. 1 year loan for Benjamin Mendy's a bizarre offer. Take a look at the league table. We're currently just 3 points in front of Man United, so it is fairly tight at the top, which is quite nice actually. Gives a bit of competition for us going to the latter stages of the season. Transfer offer in here for John Stones. £27.1 million here from Schalke. And we are going to reject that. No interest in selling him, even though it is a fairly good offer. Probably could have got more, but I'm still keen to keep him at the club. And we've got to remember, at the end of the day, he's worth £50 million. So, keep him. Okay, that's the final game of today's episode against Newcastle in the league. This is the team going to go with Edison starts in goal. We've got Durnahy there playing right back with Company, Stones and Mendy in defence. Kovacic, Gundogan, Foden in midfield with Leo, Jesus and Mahrez as our front 3. Otamendi, Jorginho, Silva, Diaz, Gracia, Bernardo and Sané all on the bench. So we are going to go with that as our team. Look forward to this game against Newcastle. Hopefully we can beat them. I guess we'll wait and see what sort of performance we get. Should also mention this is a 4-3-3 formation, so slightly tweaked to the usual 4-3-3 that we play. We are going to just go with that and see how it works. Okay, let's go with this game here against Newcastle at the Etihad Stadium. Let's go for it. No, don't do that, Stones. Everything's fine, everything's under control there. Chance here for us, really good chance, has to be. It is, it's a goal, it's 1-0, we've taken the lead, finally get it. And can't say it's particularly deserved, it's not like we've dominated them or anything like that, but we have had 1 or 2 chances to go forward, we've just taken it this time round. Jesus there gets himself a little tap in at the back post, into an empty net. And it's 1-0, we've taken the lead, happy about that, but now we need to try and build on it. Goal Foden, still going here, Phil Foden, has to score, come on. Oh my god, how have we not even scored that? Literally the only place where the goalkeeper stood. It's half time, it's 1-0, so we're in front, but I need the second goal, I need it quickly. Can't be happy with just a 1-goal lead over any team, because like we've seen, a goal could come out of nowhere, and so we've got to make sure we get in that goal as quickly as possible in the second half. Once in the first half, but it didn't happen, even though I probably should have. No. This is what I mean. I've played this game for too long now, I know what's coming. And it's their first shot on target, I think it is, and they've scored it. 3 minutes into the second half. It's just like a rewrite. Every single game is like exactly the same, just with different teams. They score very early on, just like United did against us in the last game. It's Hosselu that does it, and they've equalised 1-1. Chance, go on. Oh, what a save that is. Really good strike. I think it was Kovacic there on his left foot. Really good hit, actually. And they're still searching for that goal. We need it as well, because United just 3 points behind before this game. If we keep dropping points, eventually they're going to get even closer. Foden, over to Leo, back to Foden, still turning, tried the shot and he got blocked. Oh, come on. All 3 changes, David Silva, Sané, Jorginho to come on. We are going to take off Gundogan, Foden and Leo. So it's Bernardo Silva that's coming on at centre attacking mid. And we'll put Mahrez over to the right-hand side for the final 20 minutes. Searching for the winner, obviously. We shouldn't really be in this position. I said it at half-time. I said it before half-time that we need to get the second goal. Otherwise, we'd end up in this sort of position. And it's happened, but we can still get out of it. There's still time. It's just getting that goal, which might be a little bit tricky. And it's never good when it results into the right-back shooting. Unless, of course, it's Kyle Walker. Bernardo Silva, edge of the box here. Jorginho, Kovacic. Oh, another save. Where's he pulling these saves out of? This is ridiculous. 15 minutes left. Mahrez to Bernardo Silva again. Into Jorginho. Tries to shoot. Easily saved. Go on. This has to be it. Oh, he's saved it again. What's he doing? Why does he keep saving these shots? This isn't supposed to happen. Does anyone fancy scoring for me? Come on. Jesus charging forward. Very little support. Still waiting for the support. Back to Jesus. Blocked. Jesus again blocked. This is ridiculous. What's going on? Just let me score. That's it. Finishes 1-1. Oh, we've dropped 2 points. Gives a chance really for United to try and get a little bit closer to us, which isn't good. If they win, then obviously they go within a point of us. Yeah, really frustrated by that because it was kind of written, really. The script was written already. When we got the first goal, I said that we needed a second, otherwise this sort of thing would happen. It ended up happening where we just conceded a really easy goal 3 minutes into the second half and then didn't create enough chances or didn't score the chances. We actually had a lot of shots, but they were just saved by the keeper, and that's not very helpful to us. I mean, it's certainly been an interesting start to this season. It's been an inconsistent one at times. It's not been as good as I'd hoped, for sure, but I'm hoping that we can still pull through and get ourselves a title victory, but it's certainly going to be very tight at the top, I think. Will we have an updated table to look at? Okay, United did win as well, so they're within a point of us now, and if Spurs were to win their game, they would be 6 points behind, so yeah, things are getting a little bit tricky. Got to be careful. We've just got to win more matches consistently. We're just not doing that at all. Okay, this is helpful to us. Danilo's returning from injury, so that means we can get rid of that young right back who, to be honest, is struggling a little bit in game at times, and he is the clear weakness. It's more from a physical standpoint, but also technically and also pace-wise as well. So it's good Danilo's coming back. Hopefully he'll be ready soon. But that's everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 75 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and I'd really appreciate that too. By hitting that like button, you obviously help me out massively by making this video more visible to more people, and so that'd be really appreciated if you go ahead and do that. Let me know in the comments if you have, and thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.